What's up? What's happening?
Well, what's happening? Everyone knows what's happening. We're all in lockdown at the moment, and I feel like after now 5.5 weeks, 6 weeks, it's almost become like we've gotten
A
into
routine.
it. If we would have had this routine, if we would have had this chat in maybe the first week or the second week, it would have been like, what do I do with all this time? But now I think everyone has figured out. अच्छा इतने बजे सोना है, इतने बजे उठना है, बर्तन इतने बजे धोने हैं.
Do you think you are going to change and you're going to be a different person post this? I feel I am, definitely. I don't want to go back
Yeah.
to what I was.
100%. And I also feel like for everyone listening, one thing is for sure, what we're going to get to after the lockdown lifts is going to be a new normal. It's never going to be what it used to be before in terms of things. But for sure, like I think I'm going to value friends more. I'm going to value like people to people contact, meeting up physically rather than just being on WhatsApp with them or being on social media. And the other thing is like there's so many little things that you used to take for granted, like, you know, cleaning your house or cooking your own food. I mean, we've all got people who work in our houses, and it's something that you just took for granted, which now you won't. It'll be like, I will like welcome them with a thali to say that, you know, welcome back home.
वो केतली जी का meme से चल रहा है.
Full,
Trend चल रहा है.
exactly.
Listen, I saw an interview with Rajiv, and I somehow, I just can't wrap my head around the fact that you and Taapsee didn't meet only.
Bilkul, we're working together on a film called Loop Lapeta, and the week in which the lockdown was supposed to happen, our meeting was supposed to happen, the lockdown happened, and so we never ended up meeting. And then Rajiv said, I'm bringing another actor, and then next thing you know, he's put us face to face on live. So even the director was like, I can't believe that you guys did your first acting workshop live and you haven't met, but it's crazy. It'll make yeah, especially since Rajiv declared on camera that he's the worst person to be doing a workshop with.
Hey Bhagwan. But Loop Lapeta is also a German film ka remake, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it's a film called Run Lola Run, and some people might have seen it, but it has this very interesting concept of the same incident happening 3 times, and you see it three different times. And it's not a remake; it's actually an adaptation, जो हिंदी में बनाई जा रही है. So even if someone hasn't seen or heard of Run Lola Run, they're still going to enjoy it. And for me personally, it's very different because it's going to be a romantic part. It's going to be a heist film. And I haven't done stuff like that. And Taapsee is a fab actress.
But you've had an interesting run. मतलब एक तरफ है नंदिता, एक तरफ है नितेश, then there is Kabir. ये तीनों बहुत different kinds of directors हैं. Tell me your experience with each of them.
It's been amazing. Yeah, you rightly pointed out, and also not even only different directors, but different kinds of parts also. Like Manto Mein, it was like a period film, and working with Nawaz and Nandita was phenomenal. Derek was amazing because it was a college fun film. Like all of us lived on IIT campus, Sushant, Shraddha, Varun, Tushar, and that was great because we would spend time on campus. हम college की canteen में खाना खाते थे, so all of us were sort of reliving our college days. And then of course there's Kabir Khan with 83, and I can't wait for that film to come out because we shot it in the UK for 3 months. We were shooting on real locations.
Thank God it got done on time.
Exactly.
ये साल होता तो I think 1 साल हो गया shoot के लिए.
Yeah, we went like June last year. But exactly, like a film like that today would not have been possible. So we're very lucky that it's shot, and also that it's one of those classic memories that every cricket fan has.
Coming back to 83, listen, obviously everybody asks you this question, I know, about Ranveer. The mad person he is. Okay, I've interviewed him a lot of times, and मुझे समझ में नहीं आता. I keep asking him कि यार तुम सच्ची में ऐसे हो क्या? Like, is it really a facade, or is he really that energetic? How does one deal with Ranveer ka energy?
I wondered that myself before I started to work with him, if that is really him. But then when I spent 3 months with him in the UK, I realized that is genuinely him, because you can't fake that kind of energy for 3 months constantly. And the only way that you can deal with it is that you have to match it. So he's the kind of person who draws the best energy out of you, and I think that's great, especially because we had this dynamic going. Because I am playing Sunil Gavaskar and he's playing Kapil Dev, and these were two people who had a cricketing history, a cricketing journey together, and that's the vibe of that exists even in the film. And so it was great to have someone who was the first one to practice and the last one to leave, and to bring your best game to the pitch as well.
You know what is amazing? You have decided to do like play all sports.
In life, I am the furthest thing from sporty. Like I'll go to the gym and I'll keep fit, but I wasn't like even on 83. There are a lot of actors who were cast because they were professional cricketers. Like they had played college level or Ranji Trophy. I hadn't played I gully cricket. Like my cricket rules were, अगर वो छत पे चले गई तो तुम out हो, one tip one hand out है, आंटी का शीशा तोड़ा तो 4 runs.
You must have met Sunil Gavaskar and trained with him to check मतलब वो कैसे चलते हैं, you know, bat कैसे.
Yeah, trained with him. He was on set in the UK, like while the shot was going on, and so that is like the scariest thing when you're playing a living legend to have him on set.
And he's in front of you.
Yes, and we had to walk onto the field together. But he's someone who has a wonderful sense of humor, and he knows that it is ultimately a film, and we're not trying to imitate him. We're portraying him to today's generation. And I remember asking him, you know, he was known to have a lot of swag, like in his walk when he walked onto the field. And I said, was that intentional or is that just the way you used to walk? And what he told me was that, you know, when you're opening for India, and he was the opening batsman, you have to come out onto the field with that much confidence, because you've got, like in those days, strong teams like the West Indies, and these guys were like 6'4", 6'5", and Sunil Gavaskar was not such a tall gentleman, but the confidence that he brought in his walk, and I thought that was an amazing like life lesson, not only for cricket.
So are you also as enthused about OTT in comparison to movies? How does that work?
Definitely. I mean, the circumstances demand it. The point is to be an artist, and if you're performing, to still reach out to your audience and not to be like, nahi yaar, main to sirf bade parde ka actor. Luckily for like, I was working on a series that Jio is producing, and Jio is planning to enter the OTT platform game in a couple of months. And so that's already shot. It's in the can. It's being edited right now, and so I'm really looking forward to that. Yeah, Mahesh Bhatt is creative producing it. So it's a period drama, and it's like the behind the scenes of Bollywood in the 70s. And I'm playing like an aspiring filmmaker who's trying to get his dreams made.
Listen, but you have been the only villain जिसको इतना मतलब पागलों की तरह वो love मिला था from the ladies. Right. Normally people just hate villains. Because and you played it so well, but your character was like loved. You were loved so much after Mardani. I think Mardani changed quite a bit for you. Yeah,
Mardani changed a lot. And I had an acting coach. I think I've said this before on the show, and he used to say that, you know, bhale hi tum villain play kar rahe ho, dil hero ka hona chahiye. And I just say, so I was.
ये मैं quote करने वाली हूँ.
हाँ, बिल्कुल. So I think and there was a human aspect to the characters in Mardani and in Force 2 that people saw, and I think as an actor that's the best thing that you can do is to get people to see कि हर चीज black और white नहीं होती, एक बीच का एक grey होता है, और मैं उस grey में खेलना पसंद करता हूँ.
Have you signed anything else other than Loot Lapeta? अभी पता नहीं कब Loot Lapeta.
Yeah, there is another script that's in process, but I think I should wait for the director to put up a photograph before I come out with it.
And then I can tell you, listen, it's out.
Yeah, it's out. Yeah, exactly. But I also think you're giving me quite a bit of credit. Sometimes in Bombay, your choices choose you. Your projects choose you. And I've been very fortunate that Nitesh Tiwari watched Manto, and he saw something in that where you know, Chichore was given, and then Kabir Khan saw Chichore, and so it's like one director has seen something and then liked it and said that I feel like let's try him out.
But listen, you celebrated a birthday, like lockdown birthday bhi ho gaya.
Yeah. It was a hard one, because the birthdays are one day, like, and especially for actors, like, you know, where you can have a cheat day, like you eat cake all day, no one's going to like judge you. You can have like all the cold drinks and chips, and it's my one. But it's fun to do it when you've got friends around, when you've got family around. But to do it by yourself on video calls was a tough one.
Okay, what is the one thing जो तुमको लगा कि यार ताहिर लाइफ में कभी करेगा नहीं, but lockdown के time कर लिया, वो क्या था?
Washing my own dishes.
अच्छा, you didn't wash your dishes before this?
I know, that makes me sound very spoiled.
Who's the next heroine in your list, the actress that you really want to work with?
This is a very tricky question. I want to work with all of them. Like Shraddha, I've already worked with in Chichore, but I'd love to work with all of them really. If I single anyone out, तो फिर बहुत डांट पड़ेगी. I just want to read out this little Tanvi who's saying, "Give me one chance for marriage." Like I just wanted to
what do you want to tell Tanvi?
I just want to tell Tanvi, why not, Tanvi? Bring it on.
अच्छा वाह, मेरे को लगा कुछ बहुत पॉलिटिकली
यार मेरे
करेक्ट
को एक बात बताओ, लॉकडाउन में कहाँ से होगा वो, वीडियो कॉल पे मैरिज होगा क्या? तो फिर
अरे बहुत
अभी
लोग वीडियो कॉल तो कर रहे हैं।
ओ शिट, अच्छा ऐसा है। ऐसा?
What do you like playing more, the grey character or like the hero?
Can I give a politically correct answer?
No.
When I play a grey character, I still look at him as a hero. Like I feel like that's the way to go. So mix of both. Yeah.
और ये रेफ्रिजरेटर हुआ आपका।
Slow clap. Exactly.
This is like the best answer ever. What actor you want to be in this lockdown with?
I know that this is this thing, but I wish I had like Irfan Khan, like more time with Irfan Khan. My one real regret is that I never got a chance to work with him.
Now what next? What are you planning to do? आज घर पे खाना क्या बना है वो तो पूछ लूं कजिन ने।
आज घर पे खाना आई थिंक स्वीट पोटैटो एंड ब्रोकली का एक सब्जी है, वो हेल्दी खाना भी बनाते हैं मेरे लिए।
Oh my God, you're managing healthy खाना। There's not like oh my God मैं इमोशनल हूँ, मुझे कुछ स्वीट खाना है, कुछ नहीं हो रहा है लाइफ में ऐसे।
नहीं ऐसा कुछ नहीं, बट एंड there's brown rice and there's dal.
Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you, really enjoyed it.
And chatting with you as always.
Thank you so much.
Chalo.
All right, cheers. Bye.
Bye.